While I was waiting for that last video to upload, I went ahead and sewed the other half of that lashing strap to the outside of the holster. And the next process, or the next step in our process, is going to be to sew some straps to the outside of this holster. We're going to have our thigh strap mounted on there horizontally, but we need another strap mounted on there vertically, and that's going to go up to your belt. And it's important to get the positioning of these straps right because of weight. 1911 is obviously a heavy pistol, so when this holster is hanging off the belt, we want to make sure that it's weighted properly to where it naturally stays up, hanging up right side up. You know, you don't want to mount the strap too far to one side or the other, because then the holster is going to naturally hang crooked. So I put these binder clips on there to hold the holster together. That way I can use the airsoft gun here to sort of experiment and play with where I need the piece mounted. I'm going to use one of these rectangular plastic pieces here, and I'm going to mount that to the holster, and the strap's going to go through that and back up to the belt, and it's going to be adjustable via a strap slider. That way you could position the holster exactly where you want it on your thigh, and it'll work for different size people. So we'll get started on that. we're getting towards the end of this project, and I ended up not using that rectangular plastic piece after all. Instead, I used a spare strap slider, and my reason for doing that is because anytime I see these rectangular plastic pieces on a bag, they inevitably end up looking like this, where they get pulled sideways instead of remaining straight. So I didn't want that to happen to the holster, so I figured we'd have better luck with the strap slider. You see I loop that around the bottom section of that strap slider, and the next thing we got to do is I'm going to take this strap and weave it through that strap slider, and you can see this strap has a slider of its own on it. And I'm going to weave this back up through that second strap slider. And that's going to give us the adjustability on this strap that's going to be hanging down off of the pistol belt. And this tag end is going to go up and wrap around the pistol belt. So our next step is going to be to set this up with some snap fasteners, and I'm thinking about using Velcro as well. So we'll get started on that next. I'm going to use some Velcro on the part of the strap that's going to connect to the pistol belt, but unfortunately all I have is this Velcro with the adhesive backing on it. I don't really much like the adhesive because when you try to sew through it, it gums up the needle. But luckily I have some lighter fluid here, and I'm just using that to wipe off the adhesive.